the host of Blockbusters, Bob Holness.
Thank you very much indeed. Hello again. Welcome to Blockbusters. If you were with us last time, you'll know that there was something of a record created on the programme. It was the first time in a gold run we'd ever had a contestant actually go all over the board and not get one single one right. I don't want to point it up, Nicholas, but you had yourself quite a time, didn't you?
Yes, it was very enjoyable.
I'm sure it was. The point is, and this is quite an intriguing point, that Nicholas has left it this late to create that particular record on the programme. When I say that, I've got some very sad news, because this is the very last of this current series of Blockbusters, and because of that very fact, we're going to introduce a contestant, in fact, a series of contestants, if we go that far, who are going to be perhaps familiar to some of us. So, if you sit back, Nicholas and Diarmuid, we prepare to meet the new contestant who's going to play Blockbusters. All over the country, John, people are saying, I recognise him, where from? It's quite a time. It must be about 8 weeks since you were with us.
It is indeed, Bob, yes.
And you were one of our big champions. What was your actual prize at the end? I've forgotten.
I was fortunate enough to win a 3-week adventure holiday to East Africa, to the wild Serengeti, no less.
That's a marvellous, marvellous prize. You got right through the 5th gold run. One of our big champions is John, of course. He comes from Belmont Academy, I'm right, am I not?
Belmont Academy, yeah, that's correct.
Who must be very pleased with you at the moment. Been quite a fuss made, I should think, was it?
Well, more interest than normal, shall we say.
Yeah. Well, now, John is here for a purpose. I can imagine people saying, yes, but he's had his go. What he's going to do now, he's going to play for charity. Yes, we're going to see the champions back playing for charity. They're going flat out as though they're playing for themselves, but every penny of that money goes to charity, and the prizes do too. John's chosen charity is the children's charity of the Variety Club of Great Britain. So, John, welcome back, as I say, and give him a round of applause. Nice to see you. Well, there we are, a rather special Blockbusters this, and we'll get cracking right away with the first game in a set of 3. All the boys are leaning forward. The games are going to be fast. Let's see the board as we once again play Blockbusters. In we go. It's K flashing on the board. That's the one we start with. So, first question. What K is the stone edging to a pavement? Yes, John?
Kerb.
It's kerb. Yes, it is. Your choice, John.
I'll go for a B, please, Bob.
You'll go for B, please, Bob. Here we go again. They're familiar tones. What B was the robber released in place of Jesus before the crucifixion? It's Nicholas?
Barabbas.
Barabbas, yes, was a thief. That's right. Your choice, Nick.
D, please, Bob.
You'll have D, OK? What D is the inability to hear? That's John.
Deafness.
Deafness is the answer there. It's a quick one. John, you'll go.
Right, I'll go for an F, please, Bob.
You go for an F. That's right down at the bottom there. What F is a dragon, a house, or a blue bottle? Yes, it's Diarmuid.
Fire.
Sorry?
No.
You said fire. It's wrong. I must give it to John. John, what F is a dragon, a house, or a blue bottle?
A fly.
A fly, yes, absolutely right. That's right. And the next.
I'll have S now, Bob, please.
You'll have S, OK. What S is the nautical term for the right-hand side of a He's quick, isn't he? Yes, John?
Starboard.
It's starboard, yes, that's another good one. Hate to tell you this, Nicholas and Diarmuid, you've got to look to your laurels now, because we're going for, unless he decides to play a crafty game. John, where are you going?
Oh, I'm not clever enough for that, Bob. We'll go for the J, please.
We'll go for the J to make that connection. Let's see if he does it, or whether he'll be blocked by the contestants. What J was an English monarch known as Lackland? John?
John the First.
John, that's it. No overseas possessions. That's the connection. Well, that was a quick game. Said it was going to be quick. It means that John has now made £25. That £25 goes to charity. It's up against Nicholas and Diarmuid, who have £85 each. And I won't say they have their backs to the wall, but they're fighting desperately here. You're quick, and we noticed that last time you were on. But John matches you for speed, doesn't he? I think you'll all agree, and I think it's quite a sensible thing to say, that a lot of it depends on 2 things. One is not getting ruffled when you're on the hot spot. The other one is being very fast on the button. So see how fast you can be as we go into the second game. There's V flashing. We're going right ahead to try and win as much money as we can, both for you and for the charity. Here's the first question of the second game. What V is a Southeast Asian country that... That is John.
Vietnam?
Yes, it is. Vietnam. A good start. And another one, please.
I'll go for the N, please, Bob.
You'll go for the N. Right. What N is the spout of a hose pipe? Hard luck, Nicholas. Yes, John?
Nozzle?
Nozzle it is. Yes, that's another one. And again.
I think I'll have to go for the A, please, Bob.
It's a long time since I've heard that. A, please, John. What A is French for goodbye, meaning... Yes, John?
Au revoir?
No. I've got to interrupt, and I give it to the other side. What A is French for goodbye, meaning God be with you? Yes, Diarmuid?
Mon Dieu.
No, it's not. You were nearly there. It's adieu, in fact. Adieu. Not au revoir, which is the equivalent of so long. So, we take another A, and it is, what A is an instrument for keeping a ship stationary? Yes, John?
That's the anchor.
That is the anchor, that's right. 3 ways there. Nicholas and Diarmuid, stand by the buttons, because he's going, I think, for that one, or he may not. Which one?
Yes, I'll go for the G, please,
You'll
Bob.
go for the G, OK? What G is the place where the cooking is done on a ship? Yes, John?
Galley.
That's galley, that's the connection. Well, I know, it's just one of those things, but he is very, very quick. It's sad on Nicholas and Diarmuid, who were settling in there. They'd done the gold run, they looked as though they were going to go ahead, but no. So, there we are. I have to say goodbye to them. It's £85 each they take. You don't take any prizes with you, but you do take our good wishes, plus the inevitable sweatshirt. Oh, you hadn't heard about the sweatshirt?
Well, I could do with one. Dictionary, maybe.
Oh, a dictionary?
Yeah, have you got one?
Would it help if they both had Blockbusters across the front?
Well, I mean, it wouldn't be a bad idea.
Absolutely smashing. Thanks for being with us, Nicholas and Diarmuid. All the very best. Cheers. Well, now we go into a gold run with John. We're going to meet 2 new contestants. They, too, will be familiar faces, but that doesn't come just yet. First of all, let's remind ourselves how he feels about those gold runs. I've forgotten. Did they petrify you, or did you find you were able to cope in the end?
Well, I was able to do reasonably well with him, Bob.
Yeah.
So I'm feeling reasonably confident.
We know, we know he did reasonably well, but to feel reasonably confident at this stage is good. So, let's look at the board. That's it. Those are the letters John is going to have to face. He's got to make that gold connection across the board like that, or any other way. He'll do it as quick as possible if I know him. He can do it that complicated way, but he's got to do it, as he knows all too well, in 60 seconds or less. Yes, 60 seconds or less is the time limit, and so it's up to us now to introduce John onto the hotspot. Will you take your place, please, John? You may have forgotten since you went away that you have to make that connections in 60 seconds or less. You get £10 for every answer you get should you not make the connection, and, of course, we take our timing from the moment you give us the initials in the left-hand column with which you want to start. John, it's yours.
ITB.
Where you have bats if you're insane.
In the belfry.
Right.
FL.
What the Americans call the president's wife.
First Lady. HW.
7 days preceding Easter Sunday.
Holy Week. RFH.
South Bank musical venue.
Royal Festival Hall. GP.
Report of proposals to which government is not yet committed.
Green paper.
That's it. That's the gold run. Straight across the board. Absolutely incredible. That's the first of the big prizes. This is it.
From the charity of his choice, John will send 2 underprivileged children for a long weekend in Paris, with its guided tour of the city. The Eiffel Tower, Notre Dame, the art galleries and museums can all be visited on this trip to one of Europe's most beautiful cities.
Well, what an amazing prize. And that's just the first of the gold runs in this special charity programme we're having. John, very well done indeed. That was one of the quickest gold runs I think even you did, isn't it? You got across there like a flash.
Yes.
You did it, in fact, in 5 gold units. And just as an extra gesture, we're going to give you £10 for each of those 5 units, adding to the money he's already got, so £50 more to the charity, and I think he deserves it, don't you? Well done, John. Right, now in this special programme, we get on as fast as we can for reasons which will become obvious. So, right now, let's meet the next 2 people, familiar faces, who are going to play Blockbusters. Well, Mania and Helen, welcome back to the programme.
Thank you.
We want to thank you, really, for coming all the way back to the programme after you went away in triumph. You never expected to be called back, but there were discussions after one of the programmes in which somebody suggested it would be a good idea to see how much all of you could raise for charity. In your cases, I believe you've opted for spina bifida as your charity. And have you been flushed with success over your winnings before? Tell us, remind us what you won as the major prize, Munir.
Well, as the major prize, I won my Blockbusters sweatshirt, and I also got £285 with it, which I was rather pleased with.
The second prize down the list there.
Oh, you mean the dictionary?
The third, Munir. Come on, what was the big one?
£285.
Yes, come on, what was the big one?
All right, rub it in. I didn't win any more.
Well, that was enough, wasn't it?
Yes.
OK.
Thank you.
Helen, what about you?
Well, I won the Kiwi2 Concorde trip to New York.
Not bad, was it?
No.
Okay. You're going to try and win something for the charity now, are you?
We'll try.
Well, now, the whole point about this, of course, as you probably noticed with John, and don't be nervous, I can see you're obviously a little bit shaky because you two have never played together before, have you?
No.
This is it, so to speak. You do see what I mean. You have not appeared on the programme as a joint team together. It's a perfectly ordinary statement. So you've got to work in unison rather than working separately. So you work for Spina Bifida, you work for the Variety Club, John, and here we go. We're going to start a completely new set of 3 games. The object of the exercise is to go as fast and furious as you can to raise as much money for charity as they possibly can. So let's see the board. S, it is here. Everybody hand on the buttons because we're going to go now with the special charity run on Blockbusters. First question coming up. What S is a small wood or copse? John?
I haven't a clue, Bob.
Right. Munir and Helen, a small wood or copse?
Is it spinny?
Yes, it's a spinny, Helen. Very well done. That's a good start. OK, what's the next letter?
C.
C, please.
You're going for C. C is this. What C is a buffoon, apart from me? Yes, Helen?
Clown.
A clown, right. That's the second one. And another choice. Think for yourself. Come, quick.
I'll have an A, Bob.
You'll have an A, will you? I see. All right, you choose. What A is the protein exemplified by the white of an egg? Yes, John?
That's the amino acids for an A.
Yeah, it's not the right answer, you know. Munir and Helen, how about you? Yes, you've got your hand up.
Albumin.
Albumin is right. That's the correct answer. That's a blue. OK, let's have another one.
Gives a V, Bob.
You'll have a V. Okay. Right, what V is completely empty space? Yes, John?
Void.
Not void. I'll give it to the other side. The hands are up. I'll give it to Helen.
Vacuum.
It's a vacuum. That's right. That's 4. OK, what's the next letter?
N, please.
You're going for N? John, they're being quicker than you here. Hold on. What N is what happened to the Bank of England and the railways in? Yes, John?
Nationalised.
Nationalised, yes. That's the right one. Your choice, John, for the next letter.
W, please.
You'll have a W down at the bottom right with this question. What W is a farewell gesture or the rising and falling of the surface of the John?
Wave.
Wave is right. That's it. That's another one. And another letter now. What are you going to have?
G, please.
You'll have G. OK, let's go for G. What G is a bulb that flavours your kisses and also your food? Yes, Helen?
Garlic.
Garlic is right. That's a good one. You're very near to Blockbusters. You've got one to make. Which one is it going to be?
J, please.
You're going to choose J. Stand by the buttons. Here we go. What J is the correct name for the side posts of a door or window? Yes, Helen?
Jam.
Jam is right. That's the connection. Well, there we are, the first of our all-charity champion games, and a quick game it was, but not nearly as quick as they're going to be. Spina Bifida and the Variety Club of Great Britain are going to benefit in the second half of this programme too. Join us in just a moment. We'll be fast, and we'll be here. Welcome back to this Blockbusters, in the last one of the current series in which we are playing for charity as fast as we possibly can. Helen and Munir won the first game in a set of 3. They have raised £30 so far for the Association of Spina Bifida. John has raised £105 and 2 children are going on a weekend to Paris. That's for the children's charity of the Variety Club of Great Britain. Enough said, we go straight into a game. We've got 9 minutes and 10 seconds to get in as much money as we can for those charities. This is the board we start with. G is the letter. Stand by the buttons because here we go. First of the championship games in this half, what G is an irregular fighter whose name comes... Yes, John?
Gorilla.
Gorilla is right. That's a good start.
F, please, Bob.
You want F. OK, fine. F. What F are vertebrates adapted to aquatic life? John again?
Fishes.
It's fishes,
J,
yes.
please,
What
J.
else? The other one?
J, please, Bob.
J at the top, OK. What J comes after Amy, Samuel and Lyndon Baines? Yes, Munir.
Johnson.
Johnson is right. That's good for you.
V.
Let's have another.
V, please.
We want V. OK, here's the question. What V is the American word for waistcoat? Yes, John?
Vest.
Vest it is. That's the right one. Your choice?
Down for the O, please, Bob.
You'll have O to finish that particular side. Here's the question. No, it isn't. There's one to go at the top. What O is a detachable engine for a small boat? Yes, John?
Outboard.
Outboard is right. That's another one. One to make the connection. Are you going for that?
Yes, B, please, Bob.
It's B. OK, here it is. What B is the stagnant pool or backwater? Yes, John?
That's, blast, it's gone, Bob. No idea.
No idea, right. The other two, Meniere and Helen, what B is the stagnant pool or backwater referred to in Waltzing Matilda? Do you know? Yes?
Billabong?
Billabong's right. Yes, that's a blue. OK. Let's have another.
Go to.
Let's have another.
N, please.
You'll have N, OK? It's this one. What N was...
Oh, sorry.
That's all right. It's just high spirits. Yes, it happens. What N was an Indian statesman who died in 1964? Yes, Meniere.
Nehru.
Nehru is right. A good blue. And yet another
S.
from you.
S.
OK, here we are. What S is an army which tries to save people's souls? Yes, John?
Salvation Army.
Salvation Army, yes. Your choice.
R, please, Bob.
You'll have R, and it's this one. What R was a Dutch painter famous for his... Yes, John?
Rubens, please.
No. Rubens, please, it's not. Neither was it Rheinhoven. What R was a Dutch painter famous for his portraits of himself and his wife, Saskia? It's the other two, Meniere and Helen.
Rembrandt?
Yes, Meniere? Rembrandt, of course. What else? Let's have another letter. Yeah, quick.
A, please.
A, OK.
E.
E. You're
By
sounding
gum.
like John. Here, now, what E succeeded his father on the 20th of January... Yes, John?
Edward the 8th.
Yes, Edward the 8th it is. That's right. Your choice?
W, please, Bob.
W? OK. What W is where 400,000 people braved awful weather to hear rock music? Yes.
Woodstock.
Woodstock is right. That's a good one. We're polishing off the board. What's another one?
M, please.
M? Yep, here it is. What M was the first lady between Bess and Jackie? Yes, John?
Mary.
No, it wasn't. Meniere and Helen. What M was the first lady between Bess and Jackie? No, it was Mamie Eisenhower. Mamie. What M is a lodestone or a piece of iron? Yes, John?
That's magnetic.
It's magnet. That'll do. That's another one, yes. One to make the connection. Which one are you going
D,
for?
please, Bob.
You'll have D. OK. Here we are. What D comes before hand, chair and tennis? Yes, John?
Deck.
Deck is right. That's it. Speed is of the essence. That was the second game in a set of three. The money now £145 to £55. We're going right into the third game. They've got 1-1, so we'll waste no time talking. We'll look at the board. We'll see which one is winking. It's R, and off we go. Stand by the buttons once again. You can have your drinks of water afterwards. What R is a hard biscuit eaten by a baby? Yes, John?
Rusk.
Rusk is right. A good start. Right another.
D, please, Bob.
D? OK. It's going to be exhausting, this. What D is the D of Washington? D... Yes, John?
District of Columbia.
District is right. That's what I wanted. That's a white. OK, another one now.
Down for the F, please, Bob.
Down for the F. Right, here we are. What F was the quarter of an old penny? John?
Farthing.
He's getting to his stride. That's right, yes. Sorry, you two. He's away there. What are you going to have next?
Gotta be the W, Bob.
Are you really? I see. OK, let's see if he gets it. What W goes with woof or weft? Yes, John?
I haven't a clue again, Bob.
Meniere and Helen, what W goes with woof or weft?
Warp.
It's warp, the up and down threads. We'll go for another W. What W is yellow when it's Australia's national flower? Yes, John?
That's the wheat gold.
No, it's not. Meniere and Helen, what W is yellow when it's Australia's national flower and mostly red when it's on a turkey?
I haven't a clue, Bob.
It's wattle. It's wattle. Bit more waffle from me. What W is deep mourning worn by widows? John?
That's... wood, no.
No? OK. Helen, you had your hand up.
Widows, weeds.
Weeds is right. That's what I wanted. It's a blue. It's a blocker. And it gives the twin pair the chance now.
C.
You're going to have C. Keep it going. What C is a wind instrument sometimes played by... Yes, John?
Clarinet.
No, sometimes played by Louis Armstrong, Meniere and Helen.
Cornet.
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 That's it. That's a C. That's a blue. Let's have another one.
P, please.
You'll have P. OK, here it is. What pea is a flower that can be Shirley, Iceland, Welsh or Flanders? Yes, John?
Poppy?
Poppy is right. Yes, well done. Your choice. Next one, please.
I'll go this time for the N, please,
Go
Bob.
for the N. OK, it's this one. What N is associated with St. Vincent, the Nile? Yes, John?
Nelson.
Nelson's right. That's a good one. And the next one, please.
B, please, Bob.
B, I thought it might be. What B was the English poet, painter and mystic? Yes, John? It's not
Browning.
No, it's not burning. Muneer and Helen, what B was the English poet, painter and mystic who wrote Tiger, Tiger, Burning Bright?
Blake.
Blake is right. That's a blue. OK. And we've got another. Come on, quick.
L, please.
You'll have L, right. Those charities are waiting. What L is the province of France that often goes with Alsace? Yes, Muneer?
Lyon.
No. What L is the province of France, John, that often goes with Alsace?
Lorraine.
Lorraine is right. That's a good one, too. Your choice now. Come along.
I'll go for the T, please,
You'll
Bob.
go for the T. Right. What T is the professional name of model and actress Leslie Hornsby? Yes, John?
Theatrical.
Muneer, Leslie Hornsby, a T?
Twiggy.
It's got to be Twiggy. Yes, that's right. That's yours, Helen.
I.
You're going to have I. Don't have many eyes. What eye is part of the eye? And yes, John?
Iris.
Iris is right. That's a white one. Woo. What are you going to go for next?
I'll go for the V, please, Bob.
A V, a V. Here we are. Right. What V do you add to gin to make a martini? Yes.
Vodka.
No, you don't. Right. Goodness gracious, you can try. What V do you add to gin to make a martini? Muneer and Helen?
Vermouth.
Oh, too late. They're beaten by the buzzer. We'll take another V very quickly. What V is the kind of showman whose dummy appears to talk? Yes, Muneer.
Ventriloquist.
Ventriloquist is a blue one. That's right. Let's have another one, shall we?
G.
You'll have G. OK. What G is where an observatory was founded in Yes, John?
Greenwich.
Greenwich is right. Right. Now go for another letter, quickly.
M. M, please, Bob.
You're going to have M, OK? Here we go. What M is the house that Russ Abbott keeps? Yes, John?
Madhouse,
It's
Bob.
the Madhouse, and that's the connection. Well, there we are. We got through as fast as we could. We only had one gold run, but that was in the first half. We didn't have any in the second. But let me just tell you what's won. Helen and Muneer, congratulations for the Association of Spina Bifida. They have won £80. John, for the Children's Charity of the Variety Club of Great Britain, £190. And, of course, to that children's charity will go a weekend for two in Paris for two underprivileged children. I think our congratulations and thanks are due to these champions who've come all the way to be with us today. Give them a round of applause. We hope to see you on the next series of Blockbusters. Do join us, won't you? We've enjoyed it. We hope you have too. Goodbye now.